get some walnuts and put it in between, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crack it.
Exactly. Kelly MacFarland, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I need to let everybody know that we are backstage at Boston Calling 2017. We're in the Miller Lite broadcast tent. We are Radio BDC. We are sponsored or presented by Miller Lite, sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, and powered by CTP. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Just to let you know,
I keep touching this.
That was Eugene's, and he took like one sip. So
he's fine. I know him
okay,
very
all right.
well.
I was just gonna say, like, if you're cool, if you and Eugene are tight, then feel free to drink his water. It's
That's
recycling.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who the next comic is, but just tell them it was Eugene's, then it was Kelly's.
Yes, and
now
then we
it
can
is
just kind of
yours.
keep it going. Yeah.
And then we'll all be sick in a week.
Exactly.
And cancel
Exactly.
everything.
So you were at Mitex last night. You did.
Yeah, I was the host of the Mitex Awards.
Talk about that, because I was checking your schedule to see what you'd been up to before you came here, and I'm like, oh, that's a hard shift. We're doing like the Mitex gig on a Friday night, and then we're coming and doing the music festival the next day. So talk about that last night.
Yeah, so it's a technology award show, or is it a show? I don't know.
Sure.
It's not what I was expecting. So it's my first year hosting them. And it's very sexy. Like, it's a sexy.
Really?
This is where the sexy techies hang out.
Okay, so we're not talking about like the traditional form of sexy.
No.
We're talking about like the more modern form. Where like, oh, that product is sexy.
No, well, yes.
Okay.
And there were some sexy tech guys there.
Okay.
And gals. I just sounded 1,000 years old. And there was a lot of my good timey apps.
Guys and dolls were there, and they were kicking up their heels and having a dandy time.
Yeah, no, it was really, like, cool. It's really badass what they do. It's amazing. Yeah.
So what's it like doing, so you were just hosting, or did you do a set as well?
I did a couple sets. I broke
Okay.
it up, beginning,
All right.
I opened the show, and then I did a set, like, towards the middle of the show. They're drinkers. The tech folks are drinkers. I don't blame them. They're changing our world.
Yes.
One tech thing at a time?
One startup at a time, one product at a time. I don't know. Take your pick. Yeah.
That's not my thing. Like, I'm not a tech person at all.
Then you can't help me with this. Then
I
you
cannot.
can't.
I don't
Can you
even
do
know
this
what,
for
I
us
don't know
today?
what I'm looking at. That's a laptop and a pen. I know the pen. I'm recognizing the pen.
Yes, this is much more your technology.
And the
is the
microphone.
pen.
I know that.
This is a pen that has your mama jokes on it. Do you want to check it
wanna
out?
see
All right, check it out.
Oh, so it changes.
And I know that when you click it, you get a new your mama joke. Which, I mean, is it okay to do your mama jokes in 2017, or are people sensitive about that?
I think people are sensitive about most jokes.
Yeah.
And then clearly that's what makes it a good joke, I guess.
Talk about that actually. First read one of the your mama jokes. See if they're any good.
I'm gonna need my cheater glasses. Oh, your mama's so ugly. Your daddy rather kiss her ass than look at her face.
Oh, see, that's not nice. No, I don't feel good about that.
That's just mean.
No, let's give me that pen.
Could you imagine? I would be a horrible yo mama joke teller.
No,
That's
we're done with the pen.
horrible.
We're done
That's
with the pen.
someone's mother.
So
don't talk about her like that.
People can be sensitive, and we live in a time that people have become more sensitive. People have become more divided.
Yeah.
This is why when I was preparing to sit down with you, I wanted to get your perspective on this as a comedian and talking about how your approach, or if it has changed in recent times. I mean, things are so politically charged.
Yeah.
People seem to have been driven further apart than ever, or more sensitive than ever. So how does that change what you do for your work?
For me personally,
Yeah.
I'm not a political comic anyway. Like, I don't do
So for you,
bunch
just
of
like doesn't matter.
political
Yeah, you're not riffing on Trump. You're not doing that, so it doesn't even really.
No,
yeah.
and so for me, it's weird, right? So like as a comic, I will say this: every time I walk into a show, though now, and in New England we have a bunch of shows, right?
Yeah.
We're really lucky. In New England, there's a ton of comedy.
Yeah.
There's always at least a handful of people that come up to me and they're like, hey, no political jokes tonight, right?
Yeah.
Because they're so worried that you're going to like make fun of their party or say something they don't like or create thoughts. So, you know what I mean? Like
they don't want, we joke, but it's true.
It's true though. It's especially as a woman, like they're kind of like,
Yes.
hey, did you bring us any no-bake cookies and
Yikes.
talk about your weight, right? Like
right.
And
Meet
I
my
think-
expectations. Don't
right,
challenge me at all.
exactly. Like, you're awful cute.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep it that way. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And so I just do what I do. Like, I do my thing, and
That's good.
I'm really glad at this point that I never went down a political route.
I was gonna say, so for a time like this, because I would imagine if that is kind of the palette you work from, that this all of a sudden becomes very difficult.
It's strange too, because I think I have jokes that maybe have my views attached to them, of course, right? Because it's all written in my point of view. And even that, sometimes I'll notice now in this climate that I'll get like groans And I'll think to myself, why did that
go over?
I'm like, oh.
You know what?
Because what I said was very progressive, apparently.
Right. Well, and that's and think about it too. For people are. Why are people coming to see you and comics of your like? Because they want to escape, right? Because they want they want a little bit of escapism. So if you start bringing the real world back in, if you start bringing the real world into that environment, they chafe at that. They're like, wait a minute, I didn't come here.
Totally.
I came here for the no-bake cookies and the weight jokes, not to be challenged intellectually.
Right. They totally want you to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants you to talk about it, and everybody's so nervous that you're going to say something that's not how they feel.
Yeah.
Where I think comedy is there to hear how everybody else might feel.
Yes.
Right? It's to open your eyes. It's kind of like to get a different perspective that maybe you hadn't thought of to begin with. And I think that's why comics do what they do. It's to like get you thinking, or it's either to support what you've been thinking and you're too afraid to say it, or it's to say something that might make you go, wait a minute. That makes me feel a certain thing.
It's reminding me of things that make you go, It was like the CNC Music Factory song back in the day. I think it was. I think it was like their second single.
Yeah.
I should know. I'm the DJ.
What was the first single?
Gonna Make You Sweat. Everybody dance now. Well, now listen. I should bring you out on stage. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna intro your set here at Boston Calling, and I'm gonna do a little CNC Music Factory.
I mean,
how does that sound?
You can't see my eyes, but they're big right now. I feel like I need to go warm up my pop and/or lock and get ready to go.
Oh shoot! All right, we got all the you can't see it here, but there's all this flooring here too. It's almost like the cardboard boxes. We can put one of those down and do like a little exactly.
That is, he's doing a little kid and play leg kick.
Good reference. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get up and do it right now. Do not push me. If you don't think I've been part of a dance circle in my time.
We're not going down that road because I've got interviews to do and you've got stand-up to do, and we can't be.
We don't want to break it.
Exactly. We can't. We don't want to be messing with
young.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. Wait a minute, young lady.
Sir.
Let's not. No. You do want. They do want you to make jokes about your age.
Yeah,
so that's
I'm
an
okay.
okay.
To talk about
that's okay
how
material.
Old I am,
yeah.
How blonde I am.
Right. How much you weigh.
How much I weigh.
I just can't say no to the
my
chocolate.
Body.
Right.
Oh my God. I hate my body, you guys.
Yes.
My body and I aren't friends.
Yes, give them that.
Yeah.
Don't shame them for voting for Donald Trump, but definitely talk about your weight. Yes.
No.
All right.
No Handmaid's Tale jokes. No. Stay away from it.
There will be no Handmaid's Tale material at Kelly's set. She's live here with us in the Miller Lite broadcast tent. Boston Calling 2017. Kelly MacFarland, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you for having me.
Cool.
No, always. Yeah.
It's Radio BDC.